Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? Yeah, me too. This sucks. What are you gonna do about it? Hey, I know. Let's do a monologue without an audience. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer announced today they had reached a deal on a coronavirus economic stimulus package. Unfortunately, they shook on it and are now in quarantine. The White House and Senate leaders struck a deal this morning over a $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus package, $1.9 trillion to bail out cruise lines, plus a dozen surgical masks for New York City. President Trump's White House doctor announced last week that Trump had tested negative for the coronavirus, which means Trump has still never passed a single test in his life. Maybe cholesterol? Can we line me up for one of those? That's right, the White House doctor announced that President Trump had tested negative for coronavirus, though he did have something called McRib lung. Democratic Party officials are reportedly considering a range of contingency plans for their upcoming national convention in July, including hosting a, quote, virtual convention. Oh God, please don't make Joe Biden learn Skype. WWW. That's not even a word. Back in my day, we had a little something called vowels, Buster. Not a good Biden. Despite administration officials cautioning that it's too early to tell if an anti-malarial drug will cure the coronavirus, President Trump told reporters, quote, "I feel good about it. Just a feeling. I am a smart guy." So we don't know if the malaria drug will work, but whatever drug Trump is on works great. A New York strip club has launched virtual reality lap dances for patrons to stream at home, or if you don't have VR goggles, you can just burn a $100 bill while you listen to Whitesnake. Yesterday was National Cocktail Day, said Americans at 9 a.m. According to reports, disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein has tested positive for the coronavirus in prison. So for once, he's the one who can say, "Me too." That's right, Harvey Weinstein had tested positive for the coronavirus in prison. So if you've been in close contact with Harvey Weinstein, I have even more bad news. A woman in New Mexico was arrested over the weekend for stealing a car and telling officers she was Beyonce. But in her defense, she only said she was Beyonce so she could get a coronavirus test. According to reports, divorce lawyers in Manhattan have experienced an increase in calls due to the coronavirus quarantine. And if you're wondering why they're open during a pandemic, in New York, divorce is an essential business. A man in New Hampshire was arrested on Monday after he allegedly chased a neighbor with a 2.5-foot sword because he asked him to turn down his music. Dude, are you crazy? That sword has to be at least 6 feet. You're a vector, buddy. Organizers of the National High School Musical Theater Awards have announced that due to the coronavirus pandemic, this year's competition has been canceled because it's too depressing to hear the kids from a chorus line sing, "God, I hope I get it." Matt Goldich wrote that joke. You can follow him on Twitter and complain. That's right, the National High School Musical Theater Awards have been canceled, and they want to remind everyone to watch your hands. And finally, a woman in Missouri recently gave birth last week in the toilet paper aisle of a Walmart. Said the woman, "That means I can get 2 rolls, right?" Hey everybody, that was a monologue, and we're just trying it out here. We got a new microphone, so maybe the sound's a little bit better. I think our lighting's a little bit better. I can hear a lawnmower, so maybe you've been able to this whole time as well. Wash your hands, stay safe, we love you. Thanks for watching.